So welcome back to another episode of Geordie Does, Don't Be a Geordie. Yesterday I was carving this silly lighthouse thing or whatever it is. I was using this gouger, that gouger right here. The pin fell off. I got that new pin in it, and I'm going to find that old pin. When I was editing the video, I thought the pin would have went that way, but actually the pin's over here, so I'll find that in a bit. But what I want to start this video off with, I did mention in yesterday's video this Dremel 125 bit. Okay, so when you buy these, like just Amazon Dremel, I'll find the link and put it in the description. You get 2 of these. But when you get these burs, they're sharp. And they do burn the wood, but they don't burn the wood. They more or less carve the wood when they're brand new. So what I do is I just get a piece of steel and I run this on steel for a bit and dull it, make it duller. So this is kind of what I've done this morning. I'm not a fan of this piece right now. I'm allowed to say that. It's my piece. You know, this house is good. This house is all right. This part's all right, but this part just kind of doesn't work for me. Just carve Rob's, anyways. I just carved Rob. So, now, I just want to, like when I first learned about this bit, it was at Ryan Cook's shop. And I was using it, and Uncle Kevin came up to me. That's when I met Uncle Kevin, Ryan Cook's best friend. And he says, bro, you don't need to push so hard. It will be hard on the Dremel. So this is a Dremel 4300. So I suggest, this would be the best Dremel for it because it's the most powerful. It's got the most speed and most torque. And that's how it'll make it really burn. He goes, just let the tool do the work, Jordan. Because if not, you're going to fry your Dremel. You don't need to push that hard. So anyways, I'm just going to show you guys. I don't know what these are, bricks, old stones. I just kind of enjoy carving it, doing shapes and stuff. So let's do some of these and I'll show you how that bit works. You know, when I was carving all this stuff, I just did it really fast so everybody knows I'm not trying to make a masterpiece here. I was thinking, well man, this is a lot of friggin' detailing and burning with that bit. I should have just painted them on with drew them on with a felt marker and that would have been good enough. But, you know, if you're having fun, I gotta admit, I'm having fun on this, and you can just kind of let your mind go when you're doing this kind of stuff and think about other things. So let's get the camera in the tripod and start burning in a few of these things there. Here, yeah. So if you just remember, I'm letting the tool do the work. Now, for these things, I tried to make it so like none of the lines connect, so it looks like there's a straight line anywhere. So it's just, there's a crack right here. Sorry, I said there's a crack right here. So I never showed what this looked like after I had put that finish out on it. I used that Australian timber oil. Actually, I don't mind the color. It kind of looks like my buddy Gordy uses butternut Kutzall. I think it kind of almost looks like butternut. So yeah, it's not too bad. But somebody left a comment that Kutzall lasts 3 times longer. I think it was Mr. Rick Shh. But that's that. And this log here, I did about a month back. I asked people. You can see how big it is. I counted the growth rings. Asked people to guess. Like you can see how if this is 5 feet across, and like 7. It was 14 feet before we cut it. But I asked them. It's old Western red cedar. I asked them if they can guess the growth rings. Now I sanded it apart and I counted them. I sanded it 1 inch or 3 inches. Counted inside there. Then I just added it all up. And the person that guessed the answer, the correct answer, is a real fucking idiot. So you ain't getting shit. It was 650. So that's that. Now I carved on a couple little starfish. So there's one little starfish, and there's another little half starfish. So it looks like it's, you know, it looks like this piece has been cut, and then the other half is down below it. It's kind of like artistic stuff. Now I scooped this wave better. I just showed a couple clips with my saw. So this one's branching off this way, and this one is going to be branching off. Well, it's going to just come in for the lighthouse. I don't know. I practice these lines with my saw just to see what kind of flow I want to get. Like I've done these waves, but come on. You know, ride the waves. I want to give these ones some movement and some textures inside there. And we'll fire up this gouger a bit so you guys can see how it actually works. Sorry about yesterday's video. I wasn't even gonna upload it to public, but just Carve Rob says I should. It shows people that yeah, shit happens, man. Shit happens. So I'm just gonna kind of relax a bit, take a few breaths, figure out how I think I just kind of want to go like just a nice, that gouger makes nice smooth lines. The way that they do the waves, like they make them like hard to explain, but with these gougers here, they kind of make them so they're like this, and then you can go deep inside there. But I don't think I have the room. Maybe I'll practice on the bottom side down here. See if I can do that. But anyways, it's just a fun piece. This at 100% for sure. This piece will look a lot better when you put a clear finish on it. Yeah. right, so I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. This, there was a bark inclusion there, so a piece fell off, so I just left this a lot thicker. I'm not going to lie, I had to use my die grinder in here because the gouger wouldn't fit in between here and there. I just used the Kutzall 1/4 inch extreme flame bar. That's a Metabo die grinder. Now, if you see here, this cedar was super chippy. Then it was gouging the end grain, so you can see that's how it kind of looks. I'm not really too worried about that. There's kind of the backflow of the wave coming in. I got to finish friggin' burning all these lighthouse pieces in. Then I'm going to take it outside. It's turned out to be a beautiful sunny day. Take it outside and burn it and finish it. So yeah, that gouger is a pretty big gouger actually. You know, like it's the cheap one. I'll leave a link to it below from my Amazon store. Again, you can see it works, but it's not the professional one. They make one that are the wheels are a lot smaller, and they make them so there's 2 wheels on it. So eventually I want to get one of those, but they're like, I think they're like around $1,000, but one day I'll get it. But yeah, that's a neat view right there. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm still not happy with this little part. I actually just carved Rob's wife when I was first. It's funny, I'm going to explain what happened. When I was using that gouger yesterday and the pin fell out and I got all pissed off, right after that I showed just carved Rob a picture of this before any of the detail was carved in it. And he said, "Are you going to carve a big nut sack with it?" And I'm like, what are you I'm like, why would you say that? He goes, "Oh, I showed my wife and she says it looks like a you know what." So, does it still look like a you know what? Anyways, that's the kind of day I was having yesterday. Yep. Hi, Rob. All right, so most carvers wouldn't even have carved this piece because you inspect the wood before you do it. And I'll show you later. All behind this lighthouse, this wave is barely still held on to this piece. Just a natural way of the wood. I don't know if you're going to be able to see on camera. But let's give you the full 360. Let's see. I haven't even looked at it yet. So it's all right. The lighthouse is a piece of shit. The real reason that I wanted to try this is try that gouger for waves. But the lighthouse, we can fix that, no problem. Let's look at it this way. Don't know, whoever buys this piece, if somebody buys it, don't know how I like that view. This was like a bunch of bug shit in here or something, so it's just all sawdust. So now, easy way. Like, I like this lighthouse. That's not bad. It's not my best, but I don't like this. So I'm just gonna get my chainsaw and boom, buck this off. Why not? Do what you want to do. Where is my saw? Do what you want to do. And, it's your piece. I'll explain to you in a bit what you can do. That's square enough. Now, you can go to your hardware store, Canadian Tire, on Amazon, and buy one of those solar lights to go on there. So that looks way better. Hey Rob, does it still look like the cock ball fucking thing? So anyways, yeah, you get buy it. I'm gonna find a good solar light to put on this. But I got some Kutzall here, so I figured since it's a nice day and it's warming up. This is Seco Pro. If you ask me, this is the best wood finish in the business. It used to be called Kutzall, but now it's called Seco Pro Luxe. Now this is a natural color. Now the natural color always has a tint for this Seco Pro Luxe. Like I said, it used to be called Kutzall, but this would be the third wood finish, but I'm just using this. Give her a good finish, slap her on, slap in the base. Yep. Why not? Okay, so before I start Kutzalling, here's the color of the Kutzall. They call it natural. Make sure you give this, I have to spend another few minutes mixing this because you see it's thicker on the bottom. All the clumpy shit. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see on camera, but look, see all that down there? That's all hollow, all the way through. Let's see. See that? It's all hollow all the way through there. Now the only piece that's holding this together is right here. Well, like I said, most people wouldn't even attempt to carve it, but it's holding it together right here. But I think that will be fine. So don't forget to carve the rocks on the top. Yep. Another thing too, a lady might want to buy this to put a plant on, right? Anyways, I don't know. Okay, so this Kutzall or Seconds, I put it on thick, man. Just put it on thick, let the wood absorb it, and soak it in the top, the end grain. This would be the end grain here. That's where it will absorb most of it, right up here. So yeah, just slap her on thick. This Kutzall is not cheap. That's for sure. Especially with inflation, price of everything and oil and stuff. Now these starfish, I just got my little Dremel bit and just poke some holes in there just to give them some more character, I guess you would say. But this Kutzall makes your carving, once you get like 2 or 3 coats on here, makes your carving look really rich. And yeah, so I'll do the top again and just let it pool up there and suck it in. And that's what the Seekins or Kutzall, whatever company suggests. I normally use this stuff like when I'm in British Columbia, Canada. When I put the spar urethane and I put it on in the sun, it will bubble. But this stuff doesn't bubble in the sun. I'm talking about like a blistering summer hot day. It makes the stuff bubble, but this stuff loves heat. And this is just my opinion, and it loves the sun. So if you got a really nice carving, I don't think this is a really nice carving, but yourself, if you have a really nice carving that you're super proud of and you want it to be around for years to come outdoors, this is the stuff. Like I said, it doesn't go on clear, but it still gives it a real rich color. Now you see those high points where it sounded, how they pop. Anyways, I'm going to open the tent, crank some tunes, and finish doing this. So I'll be back tomorrow, cleaning up the mess. It doesn't end. Such a sunny evening. It's warm out. Thought I'd bring it out in the sun and let it sit for a while. Don't worry about this stuff running or pooling. It, I don't know. My opinion, the Kutzall is the best stuff. What am I going to carve tomorrow? I'm going to carve this stump. Nice old cedar too. I don't know. Carve whatever I want.